This is Ali Frazier 2, Holyfield Tyson 2, McGregor Mendez 2, aka rematch time between two big boys, Rams and Seahawks. Tied up all time, tied up at the top of the standings this year. Both come in off wins. LA has come out victors in 8 of their last 9.
Looking for more on the rollout. Has Parkinson. He's in. Touchdown, LA.
Rams run the entire bird gauntlet this season. They head north for a Thursday night football bout with the Hawks.
Rivers down the middle of the field, and it is intercepted!
We just watched round 1 between these two heavyweights a month ago. Week 11, nail-biter game dominated by LA's secondary, picked off Sam Darnold 4 times in 1 game. Polk High legend kind of stuff from that defense.
Darnold throws from his heels, it's intercepted at the 35, going the other way down the right sideline.
Both defenses shined against 2 high-powered offenses in that one. Seattle's D held LA to 21 points, usually good enough for a win, and it was just as grinchy last week versus the Colts, held them to 16 points, haven't allowed the last 3 teams to hit a measly 17.
On third down, gets rid of it to Abdullah, but no daylight there.
They didn't want to end up on the naughty list, so their normally fierce pass rush only took Phillip Rivers down once. That was in large part because he played hot potato with the football. They let him throw a TD, so all the Joe Beer cans around the country could dream of getting the call, but in the end, they picked him off, held him to a paltry 120 yards, just 4.4 per attempt, had no intentions of being the defense that got torched by Grandpa Munster.
High snap, Rivers juggles it, and he's taken down.
They held Matthew Stafford to 130 yards when they lost to him, but gave up 2 TDs to him with no picks. He performed more Stafford-like versus Detroit last week, throwing for 2 more TDs, along with 368 yards.
Now going to float one far corner. Brought in and caught for the touchdown.
Stafford with at least 2 touchdowns in 8 straight now, only 2 sacks taken on 38 pass attempts versus the Lions, still one of the hardest to get to. Puka Nacua hit Seattle with 75 yards week 11, lit Detroit's corners up, worse than Uncle Lewis did to Clark's Christmas tree. 181 yards, 9 catches, which means he's put up back-to-back 165-plus yard games.
Going deep down the field, Puka Nacua, he's got it in stride and a beauty.
But Stafford won't have Devontae Adams. Pulled his hamstring after pulling in 71 yards a week ago. May need Tutu Atwell to step up. Tight end Colby Parkinson will also keep seeing plenty of looks in Adams' absence. Caught 5 balls for 75 yards versus Detroit.
Looking over the middle, has a man, it's caught wide open, it's Parkinson breaking a tackle.
Could also see plenty of handoffs. Rams running back duo has been cooking. Kyren Williams, 78 yards, 5.2 a pop, 2 TDs last week.
Kyren Williams gets it right up the middle and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
He's hit 70-plus yards, 6 of his last 7, one of those versus Seattle, 91 yards and a TD on 7.4 per jaunt versus the Hawks. And they've been getting plenty of production from Blake Corum since that game. 71 yards and a TD versus Detroit, has a 3-game scoring streak, 71-plus yards in each of his last 3.
Corum to the outside, and it's a touchdown.
Awesome complimentary football.
That duo gets the league's top defense against running backs, which Jonathan Taylor can tell you is no joke, as they held him to 3.5 a run.
Taylor up the middle, there's a flag down, and Taylor is stuffed.
Seattle's defense, second in scoring, holding teams to 17 a contest, versus a Rams offense, second in scoring at 30 a game. The other 2 units last week didn't perform to their 2025 levels. Seattle's offense, top 5 in scoring at 28 a game, only scoring 18 points in their win over Indianapolis.
And Darnold in trouble, and Sam Darnold is sacked.
Just 2 for 12 on third down, only 2 trips inside the 20, didn't convert either. Against an LA defense top 3 in scoring, holding teams to 18 per, but giving up 34 to Detroit.
Going deep, end zone is caught. Touchdown, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Rams secondary, top 10 in rating allowed at 85, gave up a 111 rate to Jared Goff by allowing 338 yards to him, 3 touchdowns.
Quick throw, screen, St. Brown gets a block. Amon-Ra spins his way to the end zone.
Darnold, a 102 rate dude this year with 22 TD passes, an 84 rate versus the Colts, no touchdowns.
Escapes, now throws, incomplete. Darnold under fire on that third down.
Sammy D has come a long way when a bad game from him still involves 271 passing yards. He still moved the ball, only took 1 sack on 36 pass attempts. Rams only came up with 1 sack on Goff's 41 pass attempts, which is why it was so hard for their corners to stay with Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jameson Williams gave up 130 plus to each guy. And now they have the top receiver in football on their hands, JSN adding 113 more yards to his league-leading total.
Darnold steps up, throws on the run, and he's got a man. Smith in Jigba, breaks free!
That's 1541 and counting in 2025 for Smith and Jigba, his 9th 100-yard game. One of those came against the Rams, too. Rashid Shaheed, 74 yards last week, 67 plus back-to-back games.
Looking deep down the field, he's got Shaheed. Shaheed with a big play.
Hawks' run game comes in cold. Zach Charbonnet only 31 yards versus the Colts, 3.9 a carry. Kenneth Walker, 17 yards, just 1.9 each handoff. Rams held Detroit's rush attack to 70 yards, limiting Jahmyr Gibbs to 2.9 per, the one bright defensive spot in that win. Rams win earlier this year tied the all-time series up at 28, so it's rubber match time in more ways than one. LA beat Seattle the first 4 times they faced. Wasn't until 1991 that Seattle finally got on the board against them.
On the final week of the 1991 season, the Seattle Seahawks closed out the year with a 23-9 victory over the Los Angeles Rams.
Craig on a play fake back to pass, throws to the end zone. Tice has it, touchdown Seahawks. Pitch it to Jones around the right side at the 5, hurdling for the end zone. He's got it, touchdown Seahawks.
It was the first time Seattle had ever beaten the Rams, but it also marked the last game for Chuck Knox as the Seahawks head coach. After 9 seasons, the Knox era had ended.